whole heap of people wearing jackets, big rain jackets, 4-5 kids jackets.
What? Where there's
5 jackets, different coloured jackets, everything jackets.
I had a phone in prison, so I called her. She picked up. So I'm asking her like, how's things, everything alright? She's like, oh Corey, I've got something to tell you. I'm like, what's that? She's like, such and such isn't yours.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Just no, but just like that. No.
Just like that.
So she done the whole I need space for 6 months, and then when you reached out to her
Again.
She then told you that the child you thought was yours isn't.
No, yeah, exactly.
And what, just straight like that?
Yeah. So what had happened, what I believe had happened is when she said she needed the space, that's when she found out. So for 6 months I'm there thinking like, are you guys alright, all of this? But you're trying to process whatever you're there processing. Like we're there thinking like, are you okay? It's not just me, it's my family as well. Like, are you guys okay? Like what's happened? These are thoughts we're having because we can't reach out. Because like when we do, it just go unresponded, you with me? So when I finally did reach out, it's like, yeah, she's not yours.
So do you not feel like she needs to go to jail?
No. So do you know what it is? It's like if I wasn't in this situation, I would be with you. Yeah, go to jail, like fine her, all the child support, take it back. I'd be there. But at the same time, I'm looking at it from a perspective as if you do that, what then happens to the child? She's now going to be impacted from the mistakes you've already made, which she's probably already suffering from because
it's a separation now.
Exactly, because I was there and then I wasn't there. So she's already dealing with that in itself, and now you're not going to be around because you're going to prison. There's no need.
So what should be the, obviously, there's things that men do. Men be doing stuff, and there can be repercussions. What should the repercussion be of a woman letting you think that that child is yours implicitly with no doubt in their mind, and then it turns out that it's not, and then they do know who it is? What's supposed to happen?
It's a tough question. You know what it is? I constantly look at it from a parent point of view, and I'm always thinking about those children. Yeah, you can say send them to prison. It's very easy to just say that.
Yeah.
But you're now destroying those children's lives.
100%.
Because of course in most cases the mum is the sole carer and the primary carer. Yeah. She's now in prison. What happens to those kids? What if she doesn't have a family around her? They're now going into care. There's so many different variables, but it's like I don't think prison is one of them.
But then she knew, this is where I say it's wicked.
Yeah.
Because you knew who you were sleeping with. So she couldn't be 100% sure when she told you that your child was yours, that it was.
Can I give you a story? So when everything was rosy, obviously, yeah, you're my daughter, all of that. My sister was having a conversation with her friend. She was talking about my daughter, which I thought was my daughter at the time, showing her pictures. Her friend turned to her and said, oh, such and such is your brother. She was like, nah, my brother's Corey. She forgot about that conversation, completely forgot about it. Fast forward to us finding out, the name that she said, that is the actual dad.
So she always knew.
No, so this is a distant friend who's seen the picture and seen the dad in what I thought was my daughter at the time. So if a distant friend have seen that, you definitely knew. Like, you definitely knew. There wasn't you chose which one you wanted to go for whatever reason. I don't know. Don't have that answer. But that's
So
what you chose to
So
do.
basically that time when she said, I need space, she must have done the official test.
She did.
So he came back in contact because you was away now. So there was space for that to happen.
As I said, I can't speculate because I don't
You never
actually
had
know.
a conversation with her in regards to this?
So cool. So obviously she's essentially, that conversation I had with her when I called her, that was the last time I spoke to her.
No.
So that was the last time I spoke to her.
Till this day.
Yeah, because essentially when I even got on the phone to my daughter, she called me Corey.
Your daughter?
Yeah. Because
How old was... Wait.
so at the time she would have been 6. So remember when I said 6 months before she cut us off?
But before that she was calling you dad.
Yeah. But you see when she cut us off, what was happening, I believe she was now introducing, they were now, where they've done the DNA, they're now doing all of that, introducing and doing all of that stuff. So I wasn't dad to her anymore. obviously at 5, 6 years old, I don't know, you're easily impressionable. I'm not sure what happened, but I wasn't a dad.
Yeah, you were a child.
Yeah.
So how did you feel mentally during that time? Like, what was going through your head? How have you become the man that you are now? Because that could break down a lot of people. That's me.
I was broken. There isn't no can. I was broken. Like, broken. And I think everything definitely happens for a reason. Because if I was out and that broken, what would I potentially then go and do? Like, you've just found out that a daughter which you thought was yours, water birth, everything there, doing school runs, all of that, active dad, doing all of that. Like, a lot of people have seen how I am with my daughter. That's exactly how I was with her. You with me? So it's like going from that to then she's not yours, never gonna see her again. It's a hard pill to swallow.
It's like a loss. It's like a
Yeah,
death.
so that's exactly what it is. It's a grievance.
Yeah.
So you literally have to grieve. So me and my family went for a full grieving period.
Oh my God.
Obviously, like what? Yeah. So then never spoke to her again. Then did the segment with Trend Central. So now that was planned. I think I don't remember the exact date, but let's say that was planned on like a Saturday, randomly, and nobody knew about that episode. Nobody knew I was shooting it. So let's say we're now Thursday morning.
Yeah.
I randomly get a call on Insta from her.
The woman or
After 7 years, yeah.
the woman?
Yeah. Randomly, after 7 years, randomly.
You are lying.
And then she, like, at first, because at that time in the morning, I'm getting ready, I'm putting on my overalls, I'm thinking it's one of my employees.
Yeah.
So instantly, without even looking at the phone, nobody calls me that time in the morning, unless it's one of those. Because we have to talk about materials, where the job is, such and such. So I picked up straight away, not even realizing it's a Insta call, and it was her. She's like, oh, like, hi, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, such and such and such.
Absolutely.
It threw me off. And she was basically saying that her daughter came to her and she remembers me. So then after that conversation, I essentially had to end the conversation, because it's like, for one, it was very invasive. You just feeling very comfortable enough to be able to just call my phone. And not even really coming with an apology. It was just weird energy.
Was
Yeah.
that after 7 years?
Yeah, after 7 years. Just randomly out of nowhere. Just a phone call.
Opening new wounds.
Yeah.
Wounds.
Old
Old wounds.
Old
Old wounds.
wounds.
So yeah, I basically had to just end the conversation saying I can't promise I'm going to get back to you, but I need to process what's just happened, you know? Got off the phone.
What's she happening for?
I have no idea. I have no idea. So as I said, got off the phone. I had to listen. I was about to break down. I had to call my sister. Me and my sister had to do some breathing exercises and that, because it's like all of those wounds and stuff that I thought I dealt with. I realized I ain't dealt with that. Like I fully ain't dealt with that. Exactly. Literally just been going along. So did the show. Obviously, of course, I didn't share with them that I'm doing the show, because realistically, it's not your business. It's kind of my story.
100%.
Then it ended up with me actually going to meet her, but away from her mum. So I went out there with her auntie, met with her. Even that was crazy. That was.
Why did you meet with her? Was it to kind of lay everything?
So now for me, when her mum first called me, it was a point where she was saying that she remembers me. Obviously she was 5 at the time when she found out, but she still remembers me. She remembers my family, all the names. She started naming all my names, all of that. Yeah. So then I think for me as well, it was a case of she wanted to kind of have that meet. With me, I was skeptical at first, because it's like, how do I even process this? But one thing that was apparent to me is every time I would think on it, before any of this would happen, it would bring me to tears. Yeah. So it's like instantly I knew for all that period of time, I only remember her from when she was 5 and younger. That's the only version of her I remember. And then losing that, it's like now she's a grown child. She's 11. She's in high school, doing all these things. She's a new person. Let me at least like meet with her, maybe even see what she remembers. Share some stories and kind of not put it to bed, but kind of closure, you know. So then yeah, we basically did that, and it was crazy. I'm not somebody that's usually speechless, but for a good 35 minutes, her auntie had to kind of make up conversation. You see, sometimes you go on those, you ever been when you're young, you go on those awkward dates where you're sitting there struggling for words to say? I swear, I'm not one that's stuck for words. I'm there, I'm having to look at her auntie like, can you like
Help me?
chime in? Because I'm struggling. I'm just there staring at her in awe.
So how did that end then, that meet up? How did it end?
So it ended in me basically just letting her know whatever. No, so essentially it was me explaining to her that for the first 5 years of her life, obviously I was her dad, but it's a case now understanding your dad that's in your life and has been in your life from the age of 5, 6 to now. That's who's going to kind of still be there as your solid role model and continue to make those memories. But it's nice that we can kind of, that we have reconnected and shared that love and all those memories, but it's kind of putting that to bed sort of thing. And I just basically told her that whatever dreams and aspirations you have, just go for them. Like wholeheartedly go for them. Don't ever let nobody tell you no. If that's something you want to do, just go for it. And just simply sharing a bit of my story in terms of what I did and kind of how I got to where I got to. So yeah, it was a bit of a, it was definitely an emotional one, but.
So how has that been in terms of like your trust with women now, like going forward in terms of building that other relationships? And I know you had a child after that, didn't you?
Yeah. So it's a case where I didn't think it impacted me as much as it did. Because with me, I'm very easy at kind of not brushing things under the carpet, but kind of carrying on, you know? So I didn't actually realize how much it impacted my trust issues. Like, I'm one of the people that now, like, obviously I don't do it now, I'm only joking, but counts money out the cash machine. It's like the cash machine's giving you the right bread. It's not messing you around. There's not no trickster, like, tricked you, missing £100, I still count that.
I'm counting.
So it's like, it definitely did impact me, but once I actually understood that, I could then kind of put things in place to kind of work on that and understand sometimes if a situation's happened, I am being triggered by my trauma. That person's not necessarily doing anything wrong.
Okay.
And it's actually understanding that and being able to deal with that. I went to counselling and did all of that. It's definitely an ongoing journey, but I definitely found out some of the core reasons as to why I do things. You with me? So
with regards to the daughter, that is actually your daughter now, with regards to that relationship, when your ex-partner said she was pregnant, did you want a test?
So what you got to remember is when she said she was pregnant, I didn't know. So I was out of prison. So it's only when I went to prison I found out that my first daughter wasn't mine. So when I was out of prison, we was incorporated as a 3. Because we're now doing the, I'm now co-parenting with my 5-year-old daughter. Sometimes I'd have to work, so she'd be at home with my girlfriend at the time. You with me? So they even had their own independent relationship.
Oh, so you wasn't with?
No, I wasn't with her. So I wasn't with her for 2 years, I believe, maybe 2 or 3 years.
Okay, that makes
So
sense.
yeah, so we was only together. So she was born. Talking about my first daughter, when she was born, we were in a relationship for 2 years. And then after that,
so the daughter who is your daughter now, her mum knew that child. Okay, I didn't. That's the part that I was missing.
Yeah.
Okay.
She fully knew her. So she even, on her own accord, went for her own grievances because, of course, she kind of like, she was there, you know? She was there. So everyone goes through, obviously, as I said, everyone goes through their trauma. But with certain things, I feel like with me being able to go through this, I'm able to kind of articulate, get on a screen and actually talk about it, because this is a subject that isn't spoken about a lot, but it happens to guys on a daily basis. And nothing happens. You're just meant to jump up, go back to work and pretend everything's cool. Some guys, they've literally had their whole family ripped from underneath them. None of the children are theirs. But he's still expected to jump up and go to work and earn money and be that man and be that role model. Well, he just has his whole life just ripped away from him.
I genuinely know someone who's never been the same. He found out, and it was only 10, 11 months, and that person has never been the same. As in, you know, like someone has changed, they've left the country, they now live in Thailand, and they've never been right, and it just don't sit right for me because, okay, you can't send people to jail, but there has to be some level of deterrent for one, because people just be doing it, giving jacket left, right, and centre. And then what? I can't. Yeah, I think it burns me.
They should have tests.
No, there was
Did you
one.
say something?
No, one of the
Repeat
comments said that there should be mandatory DNA tests at birth, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about that one. I don't think that
So
they.
now I feel like I've come up with in my head. I don't know. I'll ask you and see how you guys feel. I feel like I've come up with the best solution.
Okay.
So it's not at birth. It's when you go to register your child. So when you go to register your child, it should be so second nature that a DNA test is done. Then if a DNA test isn't done, then a form has to be signed, the dad knowing he's not biologically the father, but he's willing to take on parental responsibilities. He's signing to that, so he fully knows. Because think about it, like, if, let's say we're together, you've now duped me, we're now going to now do it. You're saying, nah, let's not do the DNA test, just sign that. Hold on, let me read that. What's this saying?
Why is that?
Well, I'm not the biological father, but I'm taking on...
Or
what?
may not be.
What?
May not be.
What's happening here?
Yeah.
You with me? It's second nature. So there isn't no baby pops out do, because that's not, there's too many variables.
The reform would have to be so. But when you think about it, obviously DNA takes time. When you register the child, it doesn't. Obviously, you wait how many weeks?
A couple of weeks.
My
It
son's
depends.
16. I forgot.
No, I've forgotten as well. I think it depends, isn't it?
Six.
Depends on the borough.
No, but you've got a maximum amount of time. I don't know if it's. I think it's.
I don't know
9
the
weeks.
maximum. It took me about 2 weeks, I think.
No, but I'm saying there's a time limit where if you're not, you're gonna get in trouble.
Okay.
So by the time you've got there now, then you're gonna do a DNA test with the person that's in the room. I guess then you're just not the father. So I'm just thinking of like the logistics. It's a complete overhaul, but I think I agree with that one.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
But
it's
you still
not
would have had the attachment between birth and registry. So I didn't register my son until about 3 weeks. You're saying 2 weeks.
No, but even so, 3 weeks is better than 5 years.
Absolutely.
3 weeks is better than 12 years.
100%.
But what?
18 years.
Yeah,
it just wipes it
100%.
out straight away. And even if they don't go through with it, remember what I said about, oh yeah, let's not do the DNA. Why am I not doing the DNA?
Yeah,
am I
but
not the it brings it up straight away.
Absolutely.
Like, let's get this hashed out.
I think that's really sensible.
How many kids do you think that's out here at this
A whole heap
moment?
of people are wearing
There's a lot.
jackets, big rain jackets, 4 or 5 kids jackets,
What? Where the
5
dad's
jackets,
not-
different coloured jackets, everything jackets.
Do you know the percentage rate?
No, of course I don't.
No, because you don't usually look at things online.
No.
No, but the
We
thing
can't
is, you say
know.
that,
How can we
do
know?
you
Jackets are
Okay.
secret.
They don't know.
It's a secret coat they're wearing, a cloak. Remember like your cloak that you wear?
No, it's a cape.
It's a cloak.
You wear a cape. You're a
It's a nice
superhero.
one, so it just slightly goes over. It's nice.
Where
It's
do,
okay.
where do you wear a cape?
Or a shawl, shawl.
It's a shawl.
No, it's not though. Shawl is where you wrap it around.
Oh,
It's a
wait,
cloak.
wait, no,
It's a
but
cape.
do you wear it to Tesco's and that?
No.
Where do you
I
wear a
wear
cape?
it like when I went to Kelly's event. It's
Yeah.
Fendi. So it's a very
So
nice
when we go
one.
to
So you wear it
speaking
over your
events-
suits.
Yeah.
You can do it casual, just throw it over your legs. It's wood.
Halloween event. Halloween event.
Do you know what? I hate him. I hate him badly.
No, it is.
Did you say Halloween?
Yeah,
I'm
because
ignoring
she
it.
wears
Do you not
cape.
see that I've stared at him
No,
dead
but
straight in the
It's
face?
not, it's not a Superman cape. It's not a
I
Superman
am,
cape.
no, guess what? Guess what? I am a superhero.
No,
She backs out her cape and it flaps and she says, and.
is it? So it's like a
That's behind the brand.
is it like a dress up? Like
No!
no,
Oh,
no, but like suited and booted, like
Yes.
like okay.
No,
Yes.
I was even catch. The other day I just
Oh, she
wore
can
it.
with her trainers. It's just a.
You wear a cape and dress.
Yeah. When you see it, do you know what? You're making it bad.
Do you know what?
Do you know what? I'm
We're
going to
gonna
send you a
put a
video.
picture.
We're going to put a picture of the cape.
We're gonna put a
Because you're
picture.
disrespecting my cape.
It's a serious, guys. It's a cloak.
You're disrespecting cloak, cape, all of that.
Yeah.
And you said it's Fendi,
It is
It's a nice.
so it's got a massive F on it, like a
It's got
super.
loads of
Many Fs.
Oh,
Many
many.
Many Fs.
Sorry. Okay.
Many Fs.
Right. Okay.